For me, Red Bull Arena is the most intimidating stadium in the country.
This place is very, very difficult for opposing teams to come in and even think that they're going to get results.
This is ours and we're going to defend it.
You're standing in the cathedral of American soccer.
I think from the beginning of planning stages, we knew that we wanted to build a stadium that was built for the soccer experience for the fans from the ground up. I don't think there's a bad seat in the building. We wanted to make sure that every fan was as close as possible to the pitch. It ultimately was driven and designed to be a pure soccer experience from the first day we started to design this place.
When I first stepped on the grounds of Red Bull Arena, a good portion of the stadium was up, and we started to see what this thing could really look like. And I'm a guy that grew up within 10 miles of the arena, and it was a big moment for me and a big moment for the club, obviously. And you know, a lot of good things have happened there since.
On opening day of its first season, you're realizing that this is something that is far and away nothing like we've seen in this country.
Pull strike, and he's got that good left foot, but it's blocked. There's another one, and the Red Bulls are on the board.
That first night against Santos in 2010 was an absolute culmination of a dream, to have this franchise be able to call not just a place, but a place like this their own.
I had seen the renderings for Red Bull Arena and what it was going to look like, but my first time actually seeing it in person was the first game against Santos. I just remember being in awe of, you know, the aesthetics of the stadium, and then also just the environment that the stadium was able to create with the acoustics. And again, another key buzzword here is energy, and that game was incredible.
I was impressed immediately at the sheer architecture and the acoustics of that place. Because of the architecture, it holds in the sound. When you get a capacity audience, then it really does rock.
The transition into Red Bull Arena has been incredible. It's really set the standard for stadiums in the league and experiences for fans. It just took such great steps forward since leaving Giant Stadium.
We would put 20,000 people in Giant Stadium. Pretty good crowd. Giant Stadium would seem so empty. It was passionless. Only because it was so cavernous, it sat 80,000 people.
Well, there is an enormous difference playing here at Red Bull Arena as opposed to Giant Stadium where I had to play. The idea of knowing that this is your home, to have the opportunity to play on a wonderful facility, world class, and a playing surface that is just second to none in Major League Soccer.
It's an overall atmosphere and comfort that you have at home. I'm not going to say it's the field conditions, but certainly having good field conditions helps you play when you have a comfort level like that. The away team has to walk in knowing that they're already in that underdog role, stepping onto the field.
When I was with Montreal and we came to Red Bull Arena to play New York, it was one of the hardest games to play in because the fans were all over the game. The energy within the stadium on that day was incredible. So it always made it a tough place to play and a tough place to come get results.
I believe it was 2010. I was playing for FC Dallas at the time. My first impression of it was a little bit of awe. You walk in, you want to take pictures right away because it doesn't feel like other MLS stadiums in terms of the scale, in terms of just how good the home team is there.
Even if you're a visiting team and you come up to the arena, you know that this is the best place to play. And as a player, a part of this organization, when I put on that jersey from the first whistle to the last whistle, I step on a Red Bull Arena and I'm inspired.
It's home. They walk in, they see a first-class facility, they see a place that they know, that they've trained in, that they're comfortable in. The sound of the crowd resonates for them. It matches their energy.
These fans come to Red Bull Arena, and the players know that they have their back for 90 minutes plus to make sure that it's a very difficult place to play.
This is our house. We gotta, take care of our house, and we can't let people come in here and start winning these games. We gotta do what we have to do. This is all one team. It's the passion that we have.
knowing that every single time a team plays here, they have to play not against the 11 players, but the 25,000 also that are here in attendance, that are loud and engaged every single time they're playing.
We know it's like a 12th man, as cliche as it sounds. The energy from the stadium, because it's enclosed, the noise really holds in there, and you know, our fans are some of the best in the league at making it loud the whole game.
It's hard to put into words, but you just have that extra boost at home, and you know, our fan base is incredible. They push us to do things that normally we couldn't do. You know, it feels like a family environment, and whenever we're there, we're very comfortable, and we know that we can really beat anyone on any given day.
We just know that we're very lucky to have what we have, and we try not to take moments for granted in our arena, and it is our home, and we take that very personal.
I think everybody wants to take this beautiful arena and now honor it by making sure that every time that the team steps out on the field that we give everything we have to make sure that our fans know what we're all about.
Every time I go back to my hometown, there's a stretch of open space before you hit it. And as you're coming up on it, you get to see just the town on the foothills of the mountains, and you have this feeling of it's home. When I walk out on Red Bull Arena, I have the same feeling, that we're home, and that we're going to protect our house.